This is CG Ruthless Sports. I will be brutally honest. Ain't nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another video.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Punisher, Adrian Colbert, bro. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media platform.
Find me on Twitter, Adrian Colbert 27. Find me on Instagram, Adrian Colbert. Find me on Twitch, Adrian Colbert Jr. TikTok, Adrian Colbert.
Yeah, that's what's up.
First and last name. Just keep it simple. Hit me up.
keep it simple, man. I've been intrigued by how you've been like asking John Lynch, and then after you said something about if I can get 1,000 retweets, I'll FaceTime John Lynch and Kyle, and that was kind of interesting. That caught my attention.
Yeah, no, I have been thinking about it because I've been wanting to go back to the Niners since I left, but at this point, I'm just kind of like whatever. Like I ain't got nothing to lose. Like what's it gonna hurt? Because everybody uses social media these days, and I really didn't think I had that much reach within the Niners community anymore. But since I haven't been there, but I was wrong.
Well, yeah, dude. The thing that I missed about your presence was your physicality, the way you hit receivers and you kind of backed it up at the same time. Like that one hit that stood out to me was that Rams game where you knocked that Mike Thomas receiver on that play. Yeah. That was like sick.
No, it was dope, man. Just the energy at the time. It was it was just a different space, just a different energy, different feel. Because you kind of felt like you knew what was coming, like as far as just like with the team, like the ascension of the Niners getting back to that winning culture.
Yeah, and it all started with Kyle and John doing the draft foundation. And what was your draft day experience like when you were realizing that you were going to get drafted in the 7th round?
Well, it was kind of crazy. I told this story a couple of times, but I didn't really have any expectation to get drafted until after the pro day. After the pro day, my agent at the time had told me that Seattle was going to draft me in like the 5th round. He had sent me a screenshot from a text from the GM, and it got me excited because I was just like, I was just one of those guys. Like I was just a special teams guy throughout college until I went to Miami, and then I got a couple chances to start, and I played pretty well. Showed some physicality, showed some coverage skills, and showed some versatility, being able to play corner and safety. So went into the pro day, ran pretty well, did drills pretty well, and got that text. And then expectations came, and then obviously they didn't take me in the 5th round. They didn't take me in the 6th round either, and I was super upset. And I had like a party that day, just a little small function, and I ended up drinking a lot after I didn't get drafted in the 5th round, and I was kind of like drunk. So when I got the call, I was like low key in tears. It was funny as shit, but it was like one of the dopest experiences ever getting to get your name called on draft day. It's something you dream about as a kid. Well, something I dreamed about as a kid growing up, and it came into fruition. By the grace of God, and it was dope. I made sure I celebrated, and I made sure it will definitely say one of the best days of my life. I mean, I'm having a kid soon, so that'll definitely jump over that. But it's
Congr-
awesome.
Congratulations for having your kid.
Thank you.
That's awesome, dude. Good experience for you to at least get that experience to have that, you know. But speaking of playing at the University of Miami, were you ever coached by Mike Rump?
I was. Coach Rump was dope, man. It was awesome being able to get coached by a legend like Mike, a University of Miami legend at that. And then Mike even played for the Niners as well, so it was dope.
Yeah, I had him on the show like months ago. Very good dude. I enjoy him. He was more than open to come on the show in the near future. Maybe I should get you both at some point.
Hey, I mean, I'd be down. I love Coach Rump. That's my guy.
So, like, another question that comes to mind from your playing experience: why did you transfer from Texas to Miami?
Well, at the time it was more so of just opportunity. I needed a new opportunity. I needed a fresh start. Things weren't going the way that would have eventually led me to get into the NFL. I mean, I would probably be working at a probably be working somewhere like my coach had told me at the time. My DB coach had told me that they weren't going to renew my scholarship and he would help me find a job. So I was like, I'm out of here.
Sometimes you want to get that fresh opportunity and become a starter, which I don't blame you. Like, if they're not giving you much of an opportunity, man, you might as well look elsewhere. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's not like how it is these days. Kids get upset because they're not starting off the rip, but I mean, it was just a lot of politicking going on, and I wasn't fucking with that.
yeah, sometimes it does play a factor in some ways. But when you look at your overall experience in the NFL, like as far as like you, man, you just came as a 7th round pick. You were a special teams contributor. You moved yourself up to the starting lineup. But the crazy part was, man, you were out. You were kind of like the guy that just moved up the starting lineup at that second season. What was it like from that get-go when you were getting that starting spot the second year with the Niners?
It was not. It wasn't hard. It was just I didn't take it serious enough. I didn't make it. I didn't make it like my main priority during the off season. It was more so enjoying the lifestyle, and it came and bit me in the ass during the season because I ended up during training camp because I ended up suffering a lot of small injuries and kind of affected me mentally. And once it got to me mentally, it kind of started hindering my play. And obviously, I had a really shitty first start of that year. And then as I started to pick up the game and get back to what I was doing, I ended up getting hurt at the Rams. And after that, it was just kind of like, it was what it was.
So it's just happened from there. And then after that, the surprising part was you getting cut was just like something that just caught me by surprise. I thought you were one of those guys that was up and coming and making a push to be that guy. But for whatever reason, you end up going to Seattle. What was the experience like when you went to Seattle?
It was trash. It was the biggest waste of my time, honestly. If I could go back today, I would have just went to Kansas City or somewhere else and worked my way up there. Because going to Seattle was just I don't know. I sat there and for 2 weeks they had me on the sideline doing like half gassers because they didn't think that my quad or my hamstring was ready to go into play. Then after 2 weeks they cut me, which is when I went to the Rams versus the Niners game, and they re-signed me to the practice squad, and so I went back there for like 3 weeks. And then the Dolphins called me and wanted to pick me up. So I was like, "Fuck that, I'm gone. I can't sit on somebody's practice squad and just rot away after you made all these promises for me to come here and contribute and get an opportunity to play." So it was super depressing there. I mean, it's a lot of good people there. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, just the way that they handled the situation just was very unprofessional.
I guess you go through some experience with different teams, like the way you were going through like some politics with the way you were playing at Texas. Was it just exactly the same way with Seattle?
Uh, I don't know what it was, to be honest. It was just like I wasn't one of their people. Like I wasn't one of their draft picks. I wasn't somebody that they signed in free agency. I was just somebody that they picked up off their rivals team. And
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the point.
and it was unfortunate, but you live and you learn and you grow from the experiences that you have in life.
Definitely does. You go through the growing experience and all that stuff. But as far as like you, like, what was a player that you once idolized as a kid when you wanted to play in the NFL?
Um, to be honest, I played running back my whole life, like up until college. Well, when I got to college, I stopped playing offense. So up until the end of high school, I I played running back. I wanted to be like Emmitt Smith. That was my favorite running back growing up.
That was definitely your favorite player. But
Yeah,
like, since you were playing like DB, did you ever like idolize somebody like a
I
Sean Taylor? That just
like Brian Dawkins, Sean Taylor, Earl Thomas.
Yeah, those guys were ballers. But
Yeah.
like, but at least you had the opportunity. But you're still kind of like still looking for another chance at the NFL level, or are you just kind of just keeping it open?
I'm looking for another opportunity. I'd like to go back to the Niners. I mean, if that doesn't happen, I mean that's just in God's plans. But I mean, I'm very open to going somewhere else. I just want to play. I would prefer to play for the team that I like. That my heart is where my heart is. But if not, I got a lot of. I'm not even where. It's not even a money thing with me. It's more of a passion thing of loving the game because I'm very very set off the field with the things that I do off the field. So it's just more so of like I love that place so much. I love like the fans and and just the organization so much that like I'm willing to go there and give my all to them like never before.
Yeah, passion, man. So money is just not a factor to you, like most
Yeah,
players that just want to play for money.
yeah, I could give a damn about money. Like I'm not satisfied by money. Money doesn't do anything for me but put food on the table. And at the end of the day, that's all it is. You can't take it with you. Like you can take the like at the end of the day when I'm done playing football, when all that the shouts and shit stop, like what do I have to lean on? Like the good memories that and that's the thing that's most important to me is like the memories that I make and giving back and showing love and to those that support me and things of that nature.
Yeah, man. Because after that, you just gotta look for another platform. After that, like you just leave a mark on the football field. But the way you've done it, you just came as a 7th round pick.
Yeah.
You had a good contribute with the Niners, most notable your hits and all that. But then the one thing that kind of got you a little off a little bit was the compliment of you being compared to Deshaun Golston. Was that the factor of why you changed your number from 38 to 27?
It kind of was, to be honest. I just hated like people telling me that I was 2.0 and all that. Like I've never wanted to be like anybody else. I've always wanted to be who I am, like me. I just want to be Adrian. Like I don't like the comparison shit is annoying. Like and I know it's like not men is like a not men is like a put down, but like nobody wants to be compared to somebody else. Like we all work our ass off to be who we are, like not somebody else. Like nobody's trying to live up to somebody else's standard or live up to somebody else's name, especially somebody you didn't even know. So it's kind of irritating. And honestly, it was like it was a young thing for me to like make a change like that based off of what other people thought, what other people were saying. I gotta look at it now and I'm like, oh, you should have just kept your fucking number. That's the number you liked anyways.
Yeah, you make your mark out of 38. I thought 38 was just catchy, but then you wanted to be your own person. So you said, nah, I just want to be Adrian. I don't want to be no comparison. So it's like,
Yeah.
I get it, man. Like when they compare you to somebody that's actually like a good hitter like yourself, I get you want to be your own person. So that's
Yeah.
kind of like if somebody were comparing me to somebody else that I'm not even fond with, then of course I'll probably take the same boat as you. Wouldn't want to be in that same boat.
Yeah.
So like going through the last, like what was like your best NFL experience with the 49ers teammates? Like which teammate did you enjoy like being around the most during your time?
Um Honestly, most of the guys that I still hang out with, Hello Witherspoon, Kendrick Bourne, Marquise Goodwin, uh, George. Whenever I do get to see him, um, Trent. I love getting to see all my guys. Jet, Matt Breida. I mean, there's a lot of guys that like I'm still cool with to this day, and talk to them a lot throughout the year. So those are all my boys, man. Especially the guys that I came in with draft class.
Yeah. So like, is there like any George Kittle stories or anything you had around behind the scenes with him, or were you not that close to him?
Oh no, we used to watch Game of Thrones at his house every Sunday. Season, I want to say season 6. Yeah, season 6 of Game of Thrones. Used to watch it all the time, every Sunday. It was dope. One day I
Yeah.
went. One day I dressed up for the finale. I dressed up and walked to his house because we lived like right across the street from each other.
Yeah. Like something about George Kittle, he's got that personality, but I guess the both of you guys like playing those games, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's a TV, that's a show, but I mean, we enjoy being ourselves, being acting like we're not acting like, but just being kids, having fun.
That's what it was, like when you come into this league, you're playing with just being like a child with a grown man mentality. So you and Kittle just had that great personality. But as far as like guys, like what was it like to be around a guy like Jimmy Ward, who was just a veteran and just a guy that's been around longer?
No, I mean it was cool because like at the end of the day, everybody's just a normal person. Like you think you go into this environment and somebody's just completely different from you, but in the end you realize everybody's like the same. Like we all crack jokes, we all laugh, like we all love our job, like we all work hard. And I mean, well, there's some people that don't work hard, but I mean, we all have like that passion and drive to be doing what we're doing. Like it's not something you can just walk into and be like, all right, I'm gonna do this. Like you have to actually interact, you have to be present, and you have to like be a person. And I mean, you get the best of people, especially in the locker room.
Yeah, the commodity, the brotherhood, like you guys just have to gel and just go with the flow. Sometimes there's just people with different personality, but like you said, they're all human beings and all perspective. But as far as like your playing days, I know you were like going with the Patriots at that one point. What's the difference with Bill Belichick between Kyle Shanahan coaches?
Bill is like all business. Like it's all work. If it ain't about work, then it's not really a priority to discuss. Like with Kyle, it's different. It's more like it's open communication. Like we can talk about whatever. We can laugh. We can have a drink. We can whatever. Like not in the building, obviously, but like that's the type of vibe that you can get. Like you can go out and have a drink with Kyle. Like I wouldn't be like the one to go out and have a drink with Bill, even though that would be dope though.
Yeah, Bill Belichick's all old school, and he just does the old school mentality. Like no social media stuff. Get to work type of mentality. Like that old school boss.
Yeah, and I mean it's dope. I mean because you see that works for certain people, and he's built a culture around it, and that's one super dope culture. Like I'm not, I guess it's two different ends of the spectrum, but you see why they've won so many championships, and you know I admire it a lot, and I enjoyed it there a lot.
Yeah, the thing about Belichick, he keeps that same formula. And the thing Kyle's trying to like you said, Kyle's more of the other way around, but he's more chill and easy to go with. But
Yeah, I mean
Belichick,
everybody
yeah,
has their own coaching styles, which is dope.
yeah, pretty dope. But what about Pete Carroll? Was he just ever like kind of like that energized too, or just not so much?
Hold on, what'd you say?
Like I was talking about, like what was it like to be around Pete Carroll, like as a
I
coach?
mean, I wasn't really around him that much when I was there. Like I didn't. I might have had like two words, 3 words with him, and yeah, his energy was like different. His energy is like no other coach, to be honest. And It's like his philosophy and way of like his coaching style is just different.
Yeah, a lot different most coaches, but so like since you're trying to make a return, let's say you do end up coming back to the 49ers, what would we get from Adrian Colbert since he comes back?
I mean, something that you got to see my rookie year, but just more mature, more a better understanding of the game, more passionate because obviously like I'm probably towards the tail end of my career, and I mean I just want to make the most of it and give the fans and my teammates everything that I got.
That's what we like, man. And then the energy, like you said, money's not a factor. So
Yeah.
if you were to tell Kyle and John face to face, what would you tell them to convince you to come back that money's not a factor?
What? Tell them that money's not a factor. I mean that's the thing. I mean, money talks, man. Like I'm not worried about that though. Like my thing is getting back in the building and being the guy that I was, like the guy that the players liked around, that the building enjoyed having around, and hard working. Like that don't change. That never changed. Only thing that changed was the injuries.
Yeah, injuries played a factor with you. I know you were like your rookie year, you were just killing it, even on special teams. But as a defender, man, you were playing safety. Like you even said, you played some corner, so you got versatility. That's something that the front office envisioned most. You were just the complete player when it comes to versatility. They need you to play corner, you're going to play corner. Safety, you got it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so before we end on a high note, I'm going to just give you the last thing for the audience, and then I know you got to get going to the next show, so I'm going to give you the choice is yours, champ.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the faithful, man. I appreciate y'all's fucking relentless support. We're going to keep doing this thing. I know I haven't tweeted, but, I get the weekend off too, right? I love y'all, faithful. Keep supporting, keep tweeting. I'm gonna keep showing love back no matter what, and whatever happens, it happens. I'm at peace, happy, and I would love to be back out there with y'all. It would be lit. So,
yeah, definitely, bro. I would like to see you come back, man. But are you gonna have to like? Are you gonna sport that 38 this time or nah? If
I can get 38 back, that's definitely what I'll be rocking.
Yeah, be Colbert. Don't need to be ghosting. Nah. At least you're a little faster than him.
I'm a lot faster.
Yeah. All right, man. So take it easy, bro. Definitely in the near future, I'm going to get you and Mike Rump. I'm going to have to call him in, see what's up with it, man.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you.
Nope. Anytime, bro. Anytime. I'll get back in contact with you sometime, bro. But as always, Adrian Colbert and CG Ruthless Sports is out, and you already know. Go Niners!
Go Niners!